The 2025 British Formula 1 Grand Prix is done and dusted, and the certain chill Australian finally cracked. He cracked a bit, being so disappointed towards the penalty given to him. But well, this is racing, everything can happen, and without further ado, 5 topics to comment about. So what seemed to be a certain win for Oscar Piastri, the chill Australian, how he always being so calm, collected, he finally cracked. During the end stages of the races, the final stages of the races, he was like begging the team to do a team order to swap the cars back, as he deemed that the penalty given to him was unfair. It was like a bit of a miscalculation and things, but okay, we get it. It's a harsh penalty, 10-second penalty, knowing that I don't think that he did anything so wrong if the conditions were dry, but unfortunately the conditions were wet. It was a wet race, so him slamming the brakes so early, almost making Max, going off the road, that was dangerous. That was actually dangerous. Visibility was a non-existence pretty much at that point, and that resulted in a 10-second penalty given to Oscar. So what seemed to be a certain win for Oscar ended as yet another second to Lando Norris. Yes, again, in the back-to-back race, Lando finished ahead of Oscar. Another 1-2 nonetheless for McLaren. Mega results for the team. But yeah, for the intra-team battle, this is going to be really dangerous, as they are now, the Papaya Rockets are now just separated by 8 points. 8 points is basically nothing in the point scoring system that we have now. Like coming next to Spa-Francorchamps, if Lando wins again and then Oscar another second, then they're just going to be separated by 1 point. That is basically nothing. This is back to square one. We're going back to Albert Park now, where just nothing separates the top two, the McLaren boys. And this is going to be really exciting. This is exciting indeed. An intra-team battle. How long since the last time we've had it? Like the Silver Wars all the way back in 2016, 9 years ago, a whopping 9 years ago, an intra-team battle. I can't really say 19 and 20 an intra-team battle, because Valtteri didn't really give any, didn't put up that much of a fight towards Lewis. But boy, this is going to be really interesting, and I'm looking forward to Spa. Imagine this, you are Max Verstappen, one of the masters of rain condition. You're so good in the rain, like from your junior racing career, like in 2014, Max was already really famous for his ability to control the car on wet patches. Also, in only his second year in Formula 1, at Interlagos, he displayed that skills at its peak. How he controlled that Red Bull car, something that even Kimi Raikkonen, Bennett, Max, he was just casually almost spinning and then corrected the car again, overtaking Nico Rosberg from around the outside. And when that caliber of a driver in the wet race struggled so bad, he struggled badly in wet condition. He was like, oh my god, that radio message, it was clear that he was so frustrated with the performance of the car. Surely you've now realized, right, Red Bull? Surely now you've realized that there is indeed something wrong with the car. Yuki Tsunoda, after qualifying yesterday, he was like, he was just so desperate, he was so devastated, and it was just like almost no words coming from his mouth. He was like, come on man, I just won a normal qualifying. He said that. Come on Red Bull, come to your senses already. So 12 races in for Lewis Hamilton, still no podium. I'm not really counting the sprint podium. He did win in sprint in Shanghai, but also the podium at sprint as well in Miami. But come on man, sprints are rubbish. Sprints are rubbish. I'm only counting the Grand Prix, the main Grand Prix itself, and still not a single podium in red for the Sir Lewis Hamilton. And when it seemed to be a legendary, it's going to be a legendary home podium in red for the first time, he was denied. a certain German driver with 239 starts under his belt denied the Ferrari driver just that. Finally, Nico Hülkenberg. Oh my god. He started driving in F1 15 years ago, 2010. He did get a pole position at Interlagos that season, being a rookie. That was impressive and all, but come on, that Williams was nowhere near a podium pace back then. So many times he was so close. I'm remembering like Hockenheim 2019 where he binned it. He was running in second place before he binned it. But oh my god, 239 starts. In the previous 238, not even once that he stood on the podium. Oh my god, a fairy tale podium, first career podium. And let's just not forget that Sauber has this really devastating statistics. They are the only team that had not have any podium since the hybrid era, all the way back 11 years ago in 2014. All those races, all those hundreds of races now, not even once that the Sauber managed to get on the podium. That's just how bad the cars were during the hybrid era. So yeah, that's it. Nico Hülkenberg, finally a podium finisher. Oh, this one I just don't want to really talk about it, but somehow I really need to talk about it. So having predicted that it's going to be a potential six-way fight for the victory, after the qualifying session, that George said exactly that in the post-qualifying interview. He originally started P4 on the grid, but he took the gamble. I don't know, was it on the team side, was it on George's side, but he took the gamble with the slick after the formation lap. After the formation lap, it was like him, Kimi, Charles Leclerc, and then I don't know who else took that gamble to put on the slick tires. And from then on, it just went downhill for George. It went downhill. Luckily enough, he managed to salvage one single point, finishing in P10. But throughout the entirety of the race, he was struggling. He did put up some show, overtaking Lewis and then being re-overtook by Lewis, and then couldn't really keep up. He couldn't even overtake Pierre. He couldn't even do that. So yeah, another bad luck home race for George Russell in his 7th season as an F1 driver. Yes, before you comment anything bad about it, yes, Pierre did manage to put that Alpine P8 on the grid. That car didn't deserve to be inside the Q3, but Pierre did it anyway. He outperforms the car itself, but realistically, without the rain, let's just face it, he's not going to be in the points. He would only fall backwards as the race went on. This is pretty much similar as Interlagos last year, where the rain condition kinda covered the Alpine's true performance, which is terrible. Anyway, it was almost like Ducati from 10-12 years ago, where in the rain they were really doing good. They were able to fight with the Yamaha, with the Hondas, but in dry conditions, no, not a chance. So Pierre Gasly, another stellar job from the 29-year-old Frenchman. Yeah, P6. He in the end he managed to fight a little bit with Max, and yeah, with that Pierre just saves Alpine some faces. You know, they're really in a spiraling mess these past few weeks. So with this kind of performance, Alpine kind of saves them something, at the very least something to be something good to be written in the media. And yeah, I think that's it that I can cover from this episode. A really eventful British Grand Prix as usual. Silverstone never disappoints. It always delivers with the weather, with the atmosphere itself, with the racing, how the overtakes are going on. And yeah, make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and maybe we can have some civilized discussion. Like and subscribe for more, and until we meet again,